Nobody knows the job marketplace better than my next guest. She's paired top companies with prime executive talent for 10 years as the president of Stephen-Bradford Search, one of the fastest growing recruiters in the country. It's time to get down to business with Erika Weinstein.
Erika, what makes you one of the best recruiters in the country?
Imagination.
Define imagination.
Imagination is understanding that you see the wall and understanding how to get around that wall.
And how do you apply that to being a recruiter for a company who wants to grow?
Defining it is getting the best talent. And getting the best talent is really understanding your marketplace. I come from communications, I come from promotions. I not only know the best people, but I actually understand how to vet to understand what they know.
Do you help me figure out what I need?
Yes, and that's the first thing you have to do. It's not selling you, Pat. It's having you buy.
How long does your evaluation process last to evaluate the companies that want to hire you?
Well, that's why people come to me. I kill the candidates. It's not what you have on your resume. I want to understand how you did it.
Oh,
how did you get there?
It's almost like what I want to know from you. So you really get to know the talent.
The only way you're going to win is to have the best talent on your team.
So you must have a really good BS meter in your mind, knowing if people are coming back at you with the correct or incorrect answers.
Correct. I feel if I don't understand it, you can't move on.
Well, I want to know from you, Erika, how did you discover the talent in you that you could do this?
That's a really good question. I kind of come from nothing. I didn't graduate college. I was kind of told I was stupid. I'm dyslexic. I'm ADHD. And the more someone said I'm stupid, the more I said, I don't think so. And I think I just found it within myself that I didn't want to come from nothing anymore. But I was really good at people. And I think that people and understanding people is really the key, not only to business, but to personal relationships as well.
You're so correct. So how did that translate into Stephen-Bradford, the business?
You know what the first step is?
What?
Is to really understand what your abilities are, what your strengths are. And then what you don't have, go out and find it. I tell you, everybody that works with me, they're smarter than me. I'm the president, and I always tell them, I work for you. I think a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of people are afraid to say, I don't know. I think I don't know is such a powerful thing to understand, because you can always go out and get it.
What would you recommend to those who are in the job market looking for interviews or have to step in to that suite to be interviewed?
I think you need to be yourself. I think you actually need to have integrity. You have to be authentic.
Doesn't that scare people?
It does. You know what, I think what people don't understand is that in the last 10 years, we've been writing about it, reading about it, hearing about it, the talent shortage. There is a talent shortage out there. We have a lot of people. We don't have a lot of talent.
How do they uncover their talent?
By asking questions.
In the interview?
In the interview, of course. If I ask you a ton of questions about how to run a successful ball club, instead of telling you how to do it, I didn't run a ball club. But what would you think of me if I asked you, how do you find talent, Pat? What do you consider? You have someone who's got really raw talent, but the other guy who's got more heart. How do you choose between
So
them?
you're suggesting that an interviewee make sure that they become inquisitive and curious in the interview segment.
Do your homework, though, first. You don't go into Pepsi and say the real thing. That's Coke. Because really the key to any position are questions. You don't have to have necessarily the right answers if you have really good questions.
What successful tips would you give our viewers? I mean, there are some, we know success leaves clues.
Right.
Give us some clues.
I'm afraid not to try. I'm afraid that if I don't go out there and try and go for it, that I'd be a failure. So I definitely operate on fear. I have to get to the next level. I have to get to the next plateau.
I was going to say, what's your next plateau?
I want to buy a couple of companies. I'm in the process of buying a couple of companies, actually, Pat.
Does that scare you?
It scares me, but it scares me more not to. Let me ask you something. If we're all a bunch of little tiny companies trying to fight for the same piece of business, doesn't it make more sense if you become a bigger company going after that business? You pay one rent, amortize it, amortize your costs. I have a business, you kill what you eat.
I like that. Well, that's a pirate philosophy.
Right.
No pray, no pay.
Exactly. So I'm aggregating companies, I'm aggregating talent.
To hear more from Erika and weigh in on our BS meter, check out downtobusiness.com.